rumors are spreading across Atlanta like wildfire, and fans are absolutely shocked. Just when it seemed like things had finally calmed down between Erica Mena and Mendeecees, a new wave of speculation has taken over social media. And if any of these whispers are true, this might become one of the most explosive scandals in love and hip-hop history. Several unconfirmed sources, allegedly close to production, are now suggesting that the DNA test from last season, the one that supposedly proved Erica's baby wasn't Mendeecees, might not have been real at all. In fact, some insiders are now calling it an elaborate cover-up. Behind the scenes, people are even whispering about an internal investigation. The streets are saying Erica never backed down from her belief that the baby was Mendeecees, and now, documents that supposedly contradict the aired DNA results have mysteriously surfaced. One producer reportedly quit the set last week. Yandy hasn't said a single word. Mendeecees has gone completely silent on social media, and fans, they're going wild in the comment sections. Did VH1 really fake a paternity test just to protect a storyline? Or is this all another twisted case of reality TV gone too far? Whatever the truth is, something just doesn't add up. Things are only getting messier. It all started on a humid Atlanta afternoon when Erica Mena arrived on set, looking noticeably more tense than usual. She moved through the studio hallways, like a ghost, eyes on the ground, lips tightly pressed together, like she was holding something back. Crew members noticed she avoided eye contact and gave curt nods instead of her usual confident smile. One person said she showed up nearly 30 minutes late, only telling them she had urgent personal matters to take care of. Whispers started following her everywhere she went. Was she still upset over last season's paternity drama? Or was something new going on behind the scenes? From there, rumors began leaking like water through a cracked dam. A conversation snippet was overheard in wardrobe. They never showed the real results. Someone mumbled. Erica's stylist reportedly looked up, clearly surprised, but quickly turned back to folding clothes. Later that same day, that stylist bumped into an assistant producer in the hallway and almost dropped an armful of scripts when the producer said, "I swear they filmed two different endings, one where Erica wins and one where she loses." Suddenly, the energy on set changed. It no longer felt like a show, it felt like they were living a real-life drama. That night, Erica was spotted smoking on a balcony overlooking the parking lot. Her phone buzzed non-stop, but she ignored every call. A friend brought her a bottle of water, which she accepted with trembling hands, murmuring a quiet thanks. "I'm fine," she said firmly, her eyes fixed on the flickering streetlights below. But the next day on camera, it was clear she wasn't. She rushed through her scenes, stumbling over lines she'd practiced for weeks. The director had to stop and restart the scene 5 different times. Each pause was followed by Erica sighing deeply, taking sharp, shaky breaths. Everything changed when a leaked text conversation hit social media. A fan page somehow got their hands on screenshots from a private group chat involving cast members. One message from Erica read, "The envelope was swapped. You saw it too." The reply, "I have the photos. You sure you want this out?" That single screenshot lit the internet on fire. Fans swarmed Twitter with questions. What envelope? What photos? Had Erica always known the truth? And were producers actively hiding it? The hashtag DNA fraud started trending with thousands demanding answers. Behind the scenes, things got even worse. The production office reportedly turned into chaos. Leaked memos, emergency meetings. One background extra even claimed she saw Mona Scott-Young locked in a tense meeting with VH1's legal team. People were yelling. Documents were slammed onto tables. It felt like a high-stakes poker game, everyone bluffing, no one folding. Meanwhile, Erica isolated herself inside her trailer, only emerging to film confessionals. Her face was pale, her eyes distant, her voice hollow. She looked like someone reliving a nightmare she couldn't wake up from. Yandy, usually active on social media, went completely silent. At first, producers thought she was just taking a break to focus on herself. But when she hadn't posted for more than 48 hours, fans started panicking. Was Yandy somehow involved? Was she covering for Mendeecees? Or did she know about the fake DNA test all along? Her silence only added fuel to the fire. Mendeecees also disappeared. He missed his usual late-night livestream, canceled a podcast appearance, and even pulled out of a talk show promoting the new season. All he posted was a single message, "Back soon," but fans weren't satisfied. They dissected every inch. of that post, the lighting, the background, the choice of filter. Conspiracy theorists claimed they spotted an envelope sitting on the table in the background. Whether it was real or not didn't matter. The idea spread like wildfire. Then came the off-camera explosion that turned everything upside down. On the morning of a major group scene, Erica stormed onto set with tears running down her face. She confronted one of the producers, pointing directly at them with a trembling hand. "Why would you show me that version?" she cried. "You lied to me. I trusted you. Where's the real DNA test?" Cameras were rolling, but the sound was mysteriously cut for that moment. All fans got were blurry backstage videos and bits of audio picked up by Boom Mics. Within hours, fan pages posted the leaked footage. The sound was choppy, but the emotion was raw. Erica's voice cracked as she screamed. Yandy was seen trying to comfort her, whispering something soft and supportive. Fans were split. Some believed Erica was telling the truth. Others thought it was all a setup to raise ratings. Either way, the storyline about Erica's baby became the main focus, overshadowing all other promotions for the upcoming reunion special. The pressure on VH1 grew so intense that the network ordered a full internal audit of the original DNA episode. They brought in a team to compare what aired with the uncut master tapes hidden in their vault. If those tapes showed something different, if the results had been faked, the consequences could be huge. Legal trouble, loss of audience trust, damage to the entire Love and Hip Hop brand. Backstage, the word audit was whispered like a curse. If VH1 admitted they faked the DNA test, the entire season could fall apart. Meanwhile, Erica made a bold move. She posted a series of personal photos, doctor's notes, sonograms, even a picture of her cradling her baby bump at a bridal shower. The caption read, "I never wanted to share this like this, but y'all deserve to know what's real." Fans responded instantly. Some praised her for her bravery. Others accused her of manipulation. Comment sections blew up with arguments about whether the photos were real. The first chapter of this shocking saga closed not with clarity but with chaos. What started as a simple paternity question had turned into a massive scandal, one that shook fans' faith in reality TV itself. The silence from Erica, Yandy, and Mendeecees only made people more desperate for the truth. In the calm after the storm, Erica Mena stood alone in the eye of the hurricane, waiting to see where the truth would take her next. One producer stood before the cast, voice barely above a whisper. "We need to contain the rumors before they become front-page headlines." Eyes darted nervously around the room. No one wanted to be the next name dragged into a viral conspiracy theory. Meanwhile, outside the studio, a crowd of paparazzi and reality TV bloggers had taken over the sidewalk, waving signs like "Release the footage" and "Erica deserves justice." A network publicist tried pushing them back, but the chants only got louder. Social media exploded with live tweets. Some accused VH1 of manipulating the truth, while others defended the network's creative freedom. Then, out of nowhere, Ivana, who had previously backed out of her cameo live on Instagram, she publicly pledged her support to Erica, promising to return for the reunion if the network didn't come clean about the DNA results. Inside, Erica was being prepped for a last-minute confessional on unplanned segment many believed would be aired unfiltered. That alone was a sign VH1 might finally be feeling the heat. Sitting in the stark, dimly lit confessional booth, mic clipped to her blouse and harsh lights shining into her eyes, Erica took a long, slow breath. Then the red light turned on. "I'm not here to play games," she began. Her voice was firm, though tears glistened in her eyes. "I deserve to know what's real. This show is about my life. So show me the real DNA test. Don't hide behind edits and envelopes." In the control room, producers watched her confession on a bank of screens. Some looked shaken. Others scribbled notes frantically. Rumor had it Mona Scotjung was watching remotely and that Eric's words might force a shift in how the network would handle the scandal. Meanwhile, Mendeecees was still missing. His silence only fueled speculation. Was he planning a tell-all? Would he go live to defend himself? Would he sit down with a major talk show? Hours later, an anonymous Instagram account claiming to be a VH1 insider posted a bombshell. The full uncut DNA footage would leak at midnight. Fans set alarms. Blogs posted countdown clocks. Reddit threads exploded. Some predicted the video would prove Erica's baby was Mendeecees, complete with lab commentary. Others warned it might be inconclusive, giving the network an easy out. But no matter the prediction, the buzz was electric. Then, right as midnight hit, the stream began. It was shaky, cutting between fan reactions and grainy clips. Suddenly, a black screen appeared with a loading icon. A collective groan echoed across live stream chats. Was this a network takedown, a prank, or the calm before something major? Moments later, the screen flickered on. It showed a plain room, with a long table. On one side sat a man in a white coat, presumably a lab technician. Across from him, Erica took a seat. She opened a sealed envelope labeled with a date from last season. And then, just as the technician clicked on his computer, the camera cut to black. A soft voice whispered, "That's all we're allowed to show." And just like that, the footage disappeared from every stream. Fans were left stunned. VH1 cover-up confirmed. Read one headline, "Fake leaks or real scandal?" Asked another. Erica responded with a single tear emoji on her page. That silent post screamed louder than any press release. Behind the scenes, producers were scrambling, writing statements, calling legal teams, debating whether to speak out during the reunion or stay quiet. The next morning, the set felt frozen. Crew moved like shadows, constantly checking their phones. Erica was the first to arrive. She looked exhausted, clutching a mug of black coffee. Her assistant handed her a thick stack of printouts, leaked posts, legal commentary, conspiracy, timelines. Erica flipped through them calmly and tucked them into her jacket. She walked onto set with fire in her stride. Inside the studio, producers were filming the opening scene of the season finale. A group breakfast meant to distract viewers from the chaos. Mendeecees sat at the head of the table, stiff eyes low. Yandy hovered nearby, handing him juice with a forced smile. On the other end, Rashida and Kirk Frost exchanged awkward glances. Bambi silently scrolled her phone under the table, eyes flicking up to see if anyone noticed. Action. Someone called. Mendeecees forced a weak laugh. His voice cracked. Everyone was pretending to eat cereal, but no one was thinking about breakfast. Erica remained off camera until it was time for her next confessional. Sitting in the booth, the red light turned on again. "I came here to share my truth," she said. Her voice was tired but calm. "I'm done being gaslit on my own show. If they want to protect their storyline, fine. But they can't keep rewriting my life." She paused, eyes glistening. "Viewers deserve honesty. I deserve honesty. And, if this is the hill I die on, so be it." Back on set, a production assistant rushed in, holding a phone. The network's official account had posted a vague message about reviewing content integrity. Speculation exploded again. Erica motioned to her friend, the one who flew in for support. They huddled together, scrolling through social media timelines, connecting the dots. When the leaks began, when Yandy made her cryptic post, when the producers pulled her raw confessionals, every pattern matched Erica's suspicion. The emotional scenes were intentionally cut. Later that day, Mendeecees looked up and saw Erica standing behind the camera, staring, their eyes locked. A flash of old emotions passed between them. Then Erica turned away and took her mark. Her heels clicked loudly across the studio floor, echoing like a countdown. Action. The director called again. Rashida tried to joke about omelets. The joke fell flat. Kirk nodded weakly. The cast ate cereal in silence, each of them fully aware that the real drama was no longer in the script. Later that afternoon, a secret meeting was held. In a corner office, Mona Scott, legal counsel, the head of programming, and executive producers sat at a long table. Erica arrived with her lawyer. The room smelled of stale coffee and stress. Mona started calmly. "We understand your concerns, Erica, but there are contracts, liabilities," her lawyer cut in. "We're not here for excuses. Our client's reputation is at stake." Paperwork was passed. Confidentiality waivers. Drafted apologies. Damage control options, but Erica wouldn't sign anything. "I want to see the master tapes," she said. "If the test was real, let me watch it. If it wasn't, admit it was fake." There was silence. Then, the head of legal signaled an assistant. A man entered the room carrying a sealed box marked archival footage. Everyone stiffened. The very envelope that started it all was finally in the room. Erica reached for it, but before she could open it, a familiar voice spoke from the doorway. It was Yandy. She stepped inside, pale but composed. "This is tearing us apart," she said softly. "We owe it to our families, our fans, and ourselves to tell the truth." She walked over and stood beside Erica, resting a hand on her shoulder. In that moment, for the first time, Yandy and Erica were united. With trembling fingers, Erica opened the box and pulled out a cassette labeled DNA Paternity Test. Raw audio, video. She looked to Mona, who gave a slight nod. The room went still, just as they prepared to insert the tape into the player. The head of legal stood again. "We can't air this publicly," he said, "but we can confirm." The original test showed a 98% probability of paternity. Gasps filled the room. Erica's eyes widened. Mona exhaled. Yandy squeezed her hand. Outside the studio, fans erupted in cheers. News of the confirmation somehow already spreading like wildfire. It was a bittersweet moment. Erica had been right, but it took a storm of chaos to get here. That evening, filming resumed. The reunion scene wasn't scripted anymore. It was real. Erica stood under the lights, looked straight into the camera, and said, "This is my truth. Thank you for listening." Mendeecees stepped forward, placed a hand on her back, and for a brief second, the broken pieces of their story felt whole. By the end of the night, headlines like Erica Vindicated and VH1 confirms truth were trending worldwide. Fans cried, rejoiced, and demanded answers. This wasn't just TV anymore, it had become a cultural moment. When the cameras finally stopped, Erica hugged Mona, whispered thanks to Yandy, and gave a tired smile to Mendeecees. The lights dimmed, but for the first time, she felt seen. No matter what came next, the reunion, a possible lawsuit, or fan backlash, she had the tape, the truth, and the support of those who finally believed her. And in the end, that was the real victory.